Hey guys, it's Grant here and welcome back to our Grant at Work video. Today we're picking up some new lawn gear. That's right, we're actually getting ourselves the Exmark Turf Tracer 52-inch, which is super exciting to say because the reason why we're getting this mower is because we have three mowers currently. We have a sitting mower, which is a cut equipment that we've been using, which we got a ton of value for. The second mower we've been using is a standing mower, and that's been awesome to use too. And we have one more mower, but it always has one issue, and that one issue is the frame likes to break on that sitting mower. So we just got it repaired recently for like $350, and so we were able to use it for like 3 weeks and get our money back, which is awesome. However, it broke again, and this is the first time. So at this point we wanted to get a new mower, especially since like everything's been going really good for us. We're currently at 62 customers right now, so on average we make like $1,000 a week. I'm just saying an estimate number. That in itself is really good. So I think this Exmark we're going to get is going to be an excellent investment because we will be able to pick up more customers long term and maybe some contract deals as well, because I think by July, based on my estimates, we're going to have over 80 customers, which is going to be awesome. So I'm super excited about that. We had a new employee we picked up too, so we were lacking a mower, to say the very least. So this is gonna be absolutely huge. But before we actually go pick up this new mower, I gotta go take care of some dump removal. I gotta go by the park real quick and pick up a few things. A community in our area just built a new park. So you can see they got this beautiful park area here with some benches, and they just wanted us to take the leftover debris and get rid of it for them. So since this is just a community thing and it's pretty easy, lightweight to do, I didn't charge them anything for this. It's just on the house, you can kind of say, and be a good community member to the area. So maybe later down the line, we might get a contract for this, which would be pretty cool. We'll of course see what happens with that though. I'm not too crazy about it because this is a bit interesting because like you can see like it's not fully grown yet. It's still in the growing period because this is a new park. You see with the hay and stuff. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is get this loaded on up real quick, and then we can head to the dump and take care of that. Then we can go pick up our new Exmark.
Okay, we just finished up at the dump. We're gonna go pick up our new Exmark mower now. They told me it'll be ready in a few minutes here, which will be awesome. So I gotta just load a few things on up before we go over there. I will say one thing though real quick here. Since we got new employees, my brother was able to develop an app for us to clock our hours, which is so nice because originally what I was doing is I was like opening up my phone, I was opening up like the clock app on it, and just like when I start working for the day, start stopwatch, which this method was super inefficient. So what I have now is a cool thing for my employees. I got this little clock in app, which is awesome. So you can see this little clock in app, which is pretty cool. And the nice thing about it is if I was to have a new employee, I just have them download it and then I have them click on it, because this is an APK, meaning that it's a file that I can share with my employees that's only for my company. And then when they log in, they can see the following, like say, hey, the time, what it is currently right now, the clock in button for the 2 weeks, what's your hours and how many hours have you clocked in so far. And so when we start working for the day, we can just push the button, they start clocking in, getting their hours in, and when they're done for the day, they can just clock on out, and then all the information will be sent to my computer back at home, so that way I can track the hours. So you can see right here, here's a little file thing of the app, and it shows all the hours punched in for the last 2 weeks, and then shows which accounts are active, and I can deactivate and activate accounts that are related. I have no idea who this person is, so I just force deactivated it, but you can see I have myself, my brothers, and then one of my employees in here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I just thought I mentioned this because I thought this was sick to share.
Okay, so we just picked up the new Exmark, and honestly, looks really good. So we found a few things about it that we needed to know. First of all, they actually adjust the height of this thing. You have to like lift this thing up and then unhitch it and relatch it, so that way you can adjust all these pins. So you need to adjust all 4 of these pins. So you do like one side at a time. So you lift, toggle it this way, and then after that you can adjust the pins for different heights. And also says on here what the heights are, so you can see like right there. So you can see like each of the pin levels, like the lowest on the bottom is 4.5. We have it set currently to 4 because that's what we usually cut with. We can go all the way to like different levels for it, which is interesting. But the setup process for this is like one of those things you only set it up one time and you never have to mess with it again. So we're just gonna leave it on 4 for the time being, unless the customer particularly asks for a certain cut. But the good thing is we got the guard. We also got the thing for the back. So there's a little thing that you can like stand on and it'll just like, drag you around, because how you start this thing on up is you got the following. You got your clutch for safety, so you're gonna need to push this down before starting it, and then you just toggle it on the choke and stuff. Then if you need to, choke it up, push it down, start her on up. From there you can adjust this. So this part's interesting. Originally I thought this was the speed and this was the changing the height, but this is for the engine. So what you want to do is have it on neutral start, because it won't start if it's not on neutral. You want to go different speeds, you can adjust it. So right now we're currently using 2 because that's the fastest we can do right now, because we're still getting used to it. and then we can adjust the actual speed of it with this. Because if you max it out of 6 and you change this and you change it fast, you're gonna go flying. So that is a no-go for the time being. So now if you actually want to like move this thing, what you gotta do is of course like start her on out with the choke and stuff, and then there's these little thumb latches here that you do on each side. And when you latch these out, they'll pop out, and then that way drive her around, because these are gas. So right now it's locked in place because it's not going anywhere. The big thing with it is though, since we got it new, we have to wait for the first like 8 hours, and then we need to do an oil change on it, and then after that we're gonna probably switch the oil on this every once a month. That's the current plan with it, because this will be for only houses we do for customers with no backyard for the time being, which will be nice. And we're going to be charging a bit more for newer customers so going forward with this thing, but for existing customers we're not going to be changing the price at all. So we're going to get this thing same price, and then next year we'll increase the price like we normally do. But for any new customers going forward, this will be absolutely amazing, because I'm thinking what we're going to start charging, because what we used to do is we used to charge 28 for weekly, 32 for bi-weekly, and then 36 for tri-weekly. What we're going to do going forward with this machine in houses outside of our area, we're going to charge 35 weekly, 40 bi-weekly, and then 45 for tri-weekly, and then on demand it's going to be actually 50, because we'll have this machine, so that'll be really nice. So that's what we're going to be doing going forward for people outside of our area. And then for any maybe new customers, depending on the situation, it really depends on like the yard and stuff like that. But with this machine, we can actually charge more, which is nice. Because I've gotten a lot of comments from you guys saying you charged way too little. And with this, we can actually have a reasonable reason to charge more, which will be nice. And the cool thing is this is all electric, so we don't have to pull anything to start it, which is so nice, because I could never do that. So you got a little battery here, you got the electric stuff. And then on the opposite side here, we got a brake. So if it's not driving around, you want to leave it like this. And then when, let's say we're taking it somewhere, we load it on the trailer, you want to pull this on up, it'll lock it in place, and that way it won't go anywhere, which is awesome. And then if you want to unlock it, you just push it on down like so. And then it takes 87, and this is the oil change area, so we can check the oil on that, but we're not going to worry about that too much right now. We just started mowing with her just recently. I'll show you some footage with that, and it does some really clean cuts. Honestly, I love how this thing turned out. So I can't wait to start using this upcoming week. We also got our new employee who's going to be working with us. And then I also got my cousin who's going to be helping us now too. So like we have more than enough people, not enough gear. So this will be huge, because, you know, that one's busted. Okay, so we are on one of our bigger job sites for one of our higher paying customers, and we're finally using the Exmark Turf Tracer 52-inch. So one of my guys are back there already using it, which is nice. So honestly, so far while using it, it's been very good to us. It hasn't been too difficult to actually use, which is nice. The only thing with it is that we were supposed to use 2 different crews today. Have one my silver trailer go out, and then another crew take the black trailer out. One of our guys has the pen, so we had to hold off from doing that today, which is unfortunate, not the worst in the world. But so far, the thing's cutting pretty fast, pretty efficiently, and the cuts look super good. So you can see here's one of our cuts for one of our recent customers we just did, and the cuts look absolutely amazing. Like when I was pulling on up, I knew for a fact that like this cut is significantly better than anything we've already done. Yeah, that is awesome. I'm hoping what we can do though is that we can get cuts like this, because a lot of people around us here are high paying customers, and we can pick up most of them around here for maybe more of a competitive price. So I would like to get this whole street and have all the customers here. That'd be a really good goal to get, but I'm honestly not too sure how it's actually going to be. But I think with this new mower, he's going to see people with us who like see us who normally mow here, and they're like, hey, those are the guys usually this is sitter and stander, but now they got an Exmark. And so maybe we'll get some more customers off that. That's hopefully what the goal is for this investment. So we'll of course see what happens to that though. But I'll be curious to see what this looks like in 3 months from now. Because what I'm gonna do, that this video for you guys come out, and 3 months later, I'm gonna make a review video on the Exmark. Was it worth the investment? So if you don't want to miss out on that follow-up video, definitely get subscribed. Let's go back to my guy real quick. What he thinks of the Exmark so far. So I just need your quick little thoughts and everything. So what's your thoughts on the Exmark so far? Pros, cons, how is it so far using it?
It's good. It's mowing straight lines. It's looking really nice in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
One of my cons is that I'm still trying to figure out is the turning with the Velke on the back, because I keep turning and I keep making wide berths when I should be like able to just to turn it. Easier cuts, because now I'm definitely gonna have to come back and weed whack certain spots that I definitely missed. We'll figure it out. Just some tinkering with and ironing out the the way that the machine works.
Yeah, that's a big thing with it, especially since it's a newer machine. Overall, the cuts you did over there look absolutely amazing. I'd say this is definitely way better than what we usually did with our standard insitter, right?
Yeah.
Because like the standard insitter was nice, but the issue with those machines are the cut for them were pretty good, but also really dependent on like the height of the grass. Did it rain recently? There were so many variables with our other machines to get a good quality cut. So like we had a feel for it at a certain point, but this machine we can just literally point, click, and get started. And that is just something that you can't put a price tag on it. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
one
just
of the benefits is you can walk behind it. It doesn't have a weight sensor, so I can hop off to get around a bush or something if I need to. And that's definitely something I should have learned earlier because I ran right into a thorn bush.
You're not injured, are you? I can see little scrapes.
Yeah, I
and
got
stuff.
little battle scars.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Well, it could have been worse.
yeah, it's better than getting cut by the mower. So.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do 3 months from now, we'll make a follow-up video giving us honest review on this thing. We're currently paying monthly on this. I think it's $286 a month. So if we make $1,000 a week, as I mentioned earlier, it's not the worst thing in the world over like 4 weeks. So I'd be curious to see like, will our investment be a good value? Because I'll be curious to see how many more customers we pick up from this. But yeah, I'll see you guys from now on. I'm off the clock.